welcome to Be Honest, and we're going to start off today's show with Chris. Chris, you brought the first story of the day, so let's hear it.
Yeah, so I recently got a PS4, and the reason I got it was because the lovely PS3 that I had for over 6 years finally took a dump on me, which...
Oh, did we lose Chris?
Best Buy.
You guys...
Oh, there he is. We got him. Chris.
Yes.
Continue, sir.
What happened?
I don't know. I heard a buzzing, and then I thought that I was dying. That's fine.
So anyways, I recently got a PS4 at Best Buy, by the way, which is an awesome place to go if you guys haven't been there. Plug to Best Buy. So I'm there, right? We get the PS4, and I don't know if it's because I'm 32 years old and I'm getting old, but it didn't feel like... the excitement was gone.
Okay.
I don't know why. So I was like...
No, I know why. I think I've heard this problem. It's I think you hit it on the head. You're getting old. You look at a PS4 where we looked at it 10 years ago, like, oh my God, it's a new video game system. Now it's like, dude, am I really going to spend that much money?
Well, here's the thing. I think that okay, so the PS3 is 10 years old. You guys know that, right? Like that is long. And the thing is that when the PS4 came out and it's gotten mixed reviews, there's not really any like good games for it that you could sit there and say undoubtedly this is a fantastic game. You know?
Well, they do have they have The Last of Us, and it's an HD. It's not a new game.
But yeah, exactly. Like,
but here's the thing: it doesn't look that much better. The Last of Us on the PS3 looked good.
That's
so
true.
It's not like no really good games. And that was the first. Well, here's the thing. Okay, fine, games, whatever. They're gonna take forever. Here's the thing that pissed me off about when we first got the PS4. So I buy the PS4, right? I bring it home. I plug it in. I can't even play something because it's got to start updating. It takes like an hour to like update to your new, like the newest PS4.
Yeah, and it just came out. Like, what are you updating?
It
came out 1 year ago, so... And it's like...
Well, there is a lot of stuff happening in the year. Let's be honest. Look, am I the only one still defending PS4? The PS4, compared to its counterpart, has been kicking a lot of major kudo butt, dude. The Xbox has been taking a hit since the PS4 hit the ground.
Prices are down.
I agree. Yeah. Xbox just took another price dive just because of the PS4. Now, to that, I do want to say this, that the Wii U currently is outselling both of the systems. Currently.
It's always happened like that, though.
How did that just happen?
Last time it happened. Because they make it for kids.
My kids are asking for that. Because two great games came out for it.
Exactly.
You got Smash Brothers and you got Mario.
Smash Bros.
That's why. That's why it's outselling it.
Yeah. And then they have they just announced they're going to launch 2 Zelda games next year and a Star Fox game. So they have a huge lineup next year.
Star Fox is coming out?
Yeah. So my point is I think that the problem with like why the PS4 doesn't seem to be wowing people, and just in general why the next gens don't seem to be wowing people, including the Wii U, is that when these systems came out, there's no system sellers. You know what I mean? When the PS2 came out, it came out with system selling games. When the N64 came out, it came out with Super Mario 64 and Star Fox 64 and Pilot Wing 64. These system sellers, you know what I mean? And I don't think there is one of those yet for the PS4 or Xbox One, and they've kind of lost that window.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I don't think they can't. No, well, I agree to a certain extent because you can't. Look, if I get a Madden, if Madden was exclusive to PS4, it would be awesome. But then that kind of kills it because not everybody can have the fluidity of saying, "Oh, I played it on my system." Yeah, you'd own the market on this one game that's still pretty decent in what it does.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think we can get that staple game. I mean, the only one that's actually doing it successfully is Nintendo, but that's because they've been around for 100 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, the history kind of gives them the right to do that.
But
do you think been around for a while, but
do you think that Madden would be a system seller if it was exclusive to any system? I don't think it would.
I think that's what makes it that's what makes it attractive is that you can play it on markets. I don't think that's what my point. Even though it still has a huge following.
For sure.
I mean, people make money off of Madden.
Yeah.
But how many people hate Madden though?
Me.
There's so many
hold
people.
on.
Even people,
For
look, the only
sure
reason
people
we were
hate
buying
Madden.
Madden is because there's no other football game out there. I mean,
Absolutely.
that's
It's
the
a,
only reason.
it's
still
why people
holding.
buy FIFA
It's
because
still
there's
holding
not
its own.
really competition.
There's that PES, right?
Yeah, I mean they haven't launched a new one in a while.
Yeah, I just downloaded a demo
yeah.
of their new one. So,
They're not that
here's the
great.
thing
It's not
though.
that great. I played the demo.
Well, look, here's another thing about the PS4. What's the point of me having a disc if when I put the disc in, I have to wait another like 50 minutes because it's got to load to my PS4?
Right.
What was that? Dude, I got the Grand Theft Auto because that was one of the games that it came with. So I was like, all right, well, let's just play this since obviously we don't have really... The Last of Us was a downloadable one that we got for free. That's going to take a couple of hours to download. No, not like an hour. So we're like,
and you won't be able to play it on your PS4. You know that, right?
Well, I was already playing it. Well, the what now? What are you talking about? Well, no, The Last of Us came as it was a bundle. They threw in that game, but it was a downloadable bundle. And then the other one was
for both PS3 and PS4.
No, for the PS4.
Oh, okay.
It was The Last of Us.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Anyways, I have the disc of Grand Theft Auto 5. We throw it in, we can't even play it because it's got to download. Why? What happened to just throwing in the CD or the cartridge and playing it, dude? Honestly.
You do realize that you just alienated everybody. Once you said cartridge, everyone's like, what's a cartridge? They're ever listening. They're like, well, what are they talking about? They're talking about different things now.
I'm just saying like an NES cartridge. Whatever happened to the good old days where you could just pop it in and play?
It's not, well, because it's not only about popping it in and playing. It's about downloading the formats so that you can play online. That's where everything's going. It's online.
Yeah, that's true, and I'm okay with that, dude. But to be honest, I wasn't that surprised of the PS4.
It's a disappointment in a sense.
Kind of. And you know what? The controller, to be honest, it looks kind of like a toy. I know it's a toy, but like kind of like too plasticky. Like it was weird until I played the Grand Theft Auto where someone was calling me like on the game, and it started ringing in my controller. So I was like, what the heck? And then the cops were chasing me, and my controller started going. The lights started flashing red and blue lights. So that was kind of cool. But it feels kind of like weird. I don't know. I almost want to say the Xbox One controller might be better when it comes to like feeling like the controller feels. Which I am not an Xbox fan at all.
You know what though? I play a lot of PC gaming, and I have the option of choosing a PS controller or an Xbox One. And at first, I wanted the PS controller, but after using the Xbox One, I can't go back. I think that's a way funner and easier to use controller.
I guess.
It seems so complicated to me. It's so many buttons when you with the PS4 or the PS.
But the PS4 one's complicated too. It's a touch screen, for the love of God.
But not all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, for the most part, you just play the regular thing. With the Xbox, I mean, let's go back down to Xbox 360. That one, it does have a good handle because I think it's more natural to hold it. But it just has like 20 different buttons on the right side that you're like, do I have to press like A, B, C, D, E, F, G? You know, why do you have to put the whole alphabet on there? Why can't it just be like 4 buttons instead of like 6 or 8 or whatever they have? That's my biggest gripe with
whatever happened to BA select start. That's all I'm
saying. Why can't we just go back to Atari? Gosh, dang it.
The one red button. No, well, I don't know.
One button to rule it off.
Yeah, just one button, dude. You want to shoot? All right, hit the red button.
You know, my kids saw that and they were like, how do you play it? Like, we're missing buttons here.
No, trust me.
That's
you got
all you need.
Buttons yeah. So I don't know. That's my thing. Like, I will say this, though. I'm still a PS4 fan. I will always be a PS4 fan. I will say this, though. I downloaded the game Silent Hill. I don't know if you had a chance to play with it, Fernando. It's freaking scary. Download it. They have the demo for it. Freaking scary, dude. And the graphics, the way it looks, are amazing.
We've been playing the Walking Dead, the new one that came out.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
fun. Have you guys played that?
No, I have not. Do me a favor though, Fernando. Download the demo. I think it's called PT. It's really good.
I think I heard about that. I will. I will. As soon as I do it.
All
As
right.
soon as I can, I will.
All right, Fernando, why
Um,
don't you tell us what story you brought for us?
well, I brought. We think we touched upon in the last segment, which was the Madden versus the first shooter game. The only reason why I have to bring this up is because we are talking about gaming, and let's be honest, what takes more skill? I mean, in my opinion, I I know shooting and being able to tactfully figure out where the other people are is hard. I'm not trying to discredit that. But if you're playing a football game and you have an hour to beat the other team, it's either you're good or you're not. I mean, I feel like Madden's always been Madden. I use Madden because once again we touched upon that. That's the only game out there, and I really am a huge fan of that. But it does take more skill, in my opinion, to do that because you only have a set amount of plays. So it really determines whether you're a really good player or you're not. I'm sick and tired of these guys thinking that first shooter games are the most hard thing that you can do. Yes, they're difficult. I'm not going to take it away. But are they really that hard?
I do. Here's the thing, though. Are you talking about like we're talking about
any first shooter game, any first shooter? Because I mean, everybody has their own thing. I mean, you got Halo guys on Xbox.
Yeah.
You got the guys on freaking Call of Duty across the board. They're like, oh my god, Call of Duty. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Call of Duty. My son plays it. I play it with him. It's fun. But is it really that hard to get a gun and shoot it? I mean, they
You
kill
know
you like
what?
50 million times.
You know what, dude?
You only
I
get
can't
one
shoot
chance
for-
to beat the other player.
Yeah, I can't shoot for beans, dude. When I'm playing online, I feel like I'm getting shot like every 3 seconds, dude. I was walking, I got stabbed by like a freaking knife. I saw the replay. The guy was like 20 feet away. I was like, how the heck did that guy throw a knife 20 feet away and kill him? I'm throwing grenades and I can't kill a guy.
I do want to establish something here, and that is that I'm not a Call of Duty fan because I want to say that there's a difference between a Twitch shooter and a standard long-term first-person shooter. So, for example, Call of Duty is something twitchy. It's just a matter of if you turn the corner, who's the fastest one. But something like Counter-Strike, where it's more strategy-based and a long-term play, I think is very skilled play. But something like Call of Duty, I agree, Fernando. I think there's not as much strategy, or it's just every man for himself. Good luck out there, and hope that you hit the button first.
And I don't want to offend anybody that's listening because it is fun, but it's really what are you so proud of? I mean, you're not. First of all, if you're paramilitary and you live out of your mom's basement, you're not that cool, dude. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. You're just some wife beater, and you go with your friends, and in the afternoon, and go, "Hey, I'm cool because I can shoot a gun in real life." Okay, buddy, Call of Duty might not be for you. I mean, you have to put that down and relive in the real world.
And let's be honest, who's the people playing Call of Duty? It's just 12-year-old boys, right?
Yeah. But here's the thing. Why is
You're in Idaho? I mean, it's all the paramilitary guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But why is everyone hating on Call of Duty nowadays? Like, I'm tired of, Call of Duty sucks, Call of Duty. And it's like, dude, you know what? It's a good game. I only played the first one, so, like, I don't know, but it's
it's because they haven't done anything different in the last seasons that's been out,
But
correct me if I'm wrong, dude.
No, you're absolutely right, but you're a Madden fan, and I'm a FIFA fan, and we buy these games every year that are literally reskins of the game from the year before with updated rosters, right?
Well, yeah.
So we can't. I can't judge them for doing the same thing because I buy FIFA.
Gosh. Oh well, it is what it is.
But I do think
they're updated rosters, but they would lose money if they didn't update their rosters and change a glitch here and a glitch there,
Oh,
they have to make it worthwhile, But I get what you're saying. We're fitting into the beast that we shouldn't be feeding into.
So
yeah, we got to start boycotting these things.
I kind of agree. I've come into the realization that like my money is the way that I support things. You know what I mean? So I stopped, like, for example, I stopped buying games just for the sake of like, oh well, this is a Final Fantasy game and I like Final Fantasy, so I gotta buy it to support. No, they suck. I'm done. I'm done. When they get good again, I'll put my money there and say, hey, you know what? I support what you're doing now. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know.
I do. I'm pretty much the same route. But, again, it goes back to what we were talking about way earlier. We're in different stages of our lives. I mean, when we were 20 years old, what else are we going to spend our money on other than video games?
And
now
you
that
know
we're
what?
like married, it's like, God, I need that money for gas.
That's true. You know what? Getting older, I realized one of the reasons why I like Madden, because after that one game, after that 35-minute game you had, the session, you're done with it, and you could put it away. How do you walk away from like a freaking a game that has like a crazy massive story like Metal Gear? It's like, holy crap! I do not have an hour and 30 minutes to sit here and watch a cutscene. It's like, and play for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I'm a grown man. I gotta do laundry.
That's true.
I gotta do laundry.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that one though. Look, okay, so I have a confession to make. So you guys have Madden and you have you may play Call of Duty. I play StarCraft. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a intense strategy game. It's not Dota. It's not League of Legends. It's like chess, but on the computer.
What you're trying to tell us is that you play WoW, but the very other version of WoW.
No. It's not like that. Okay, this is what you should think about. Have you ever played Command and Conquer?
I can't.
I
have. It's like a 20-year-old game, right?
Yeah, it's a real-time strategy game. So you make decisions. You have an economy, and you base your decisions of your army on your economy. And I played that game so much. Let me tell you guys, last year or 2 years ago, I was like pretty high ranking, so I competed in tournaments. I was on live streams competing in tournaments and doing crazy stuff like that, just with my free time, because you know what? I so love that game, and to this day I still play it every other day or so.
And Luke, this is an intervention, believe it or not. You gotta stop playing this game, man.
I know. My wife is looking at me right now like, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I got her into it, and I got her uncle into it, so we play together now.
Nice.
It's pretty hilarious.
You got your wife into it, dude?
Yes. She actually plays.
Oh, wow.
She's pretty good too. She's not bad.
By the way, a great couple game.
Your wife is a perfect person for you.
Yeah. I just want to throw this out there. A great couple game. Literally, the Tomb Raider and Temple of Osiris.
Really?
It's a downloadable game.
Love that game.
Love it. It's a great game.
Isn't it side scroller though? I feel like
No. It's a third person. It's like a bird's eye view. The puzzles are really, really fun.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay. I'll try it.
Right.
Tomb Raider is really good. My son loves that one. He plays it with his mom.
Yeah, the actual game.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider's a good series. I love the new direction they're going.
I hate the fact that there's going to be a Xbox One time exclusive. That's some BS right there.
They retracted that after so much rage on the internet. They retracted that, and they said, you know what, it's just going to be a timed exclusive. It'll come out there first, but then we'll launch it everywhere.
Yeah, that's BS still, dude.
It's still BS, but at least it's not.
It's better than nothing. Yeah.
It's amazing how much power the nerds have over this, doesn't it? I mean, like gaming and gamers, they actually listen to the. I think it's the one genre where like the gaming and the gamers talk to each other the most. Because
Absolutely.
if they're not happy with something and they revolt, they can literally destroy a game system before it even takes off.
Yeah, I mean, look at systems like Kickstarter and Greenlight where you participate in that,
Yeah, and those are all great stuff. So what's up with your subject, Luke?
Well, since we're doing video games, I kind of had a story in mind. Now I watch a show online called Mostly Walking, and it stars 3 guys. They're 3 game developers. Okay, so they develop complex puzzle games, and they develop strategy games, and kind of really thought-heavy games, right? And and what they do, the show is them. They play old 90s and late 80s adventure puzzle games. You know those point-and-click adventure games?
Yeah.
And they
showed this on Facebook, didn't you?
I think I showed a clip of this on Facebook.
And what's it called?
It's called Mostly Walking.
Cool.
Because that's what you do in point and click. You just walk around and be like, click, click, over here, click.
Point, click.
Right. So I watched this show, right, and they were talking about games and how they've evolved, but how we miss things that we used to get a lot of joy out of in video games. And so they were playing a game, and they said, and then at one point they got to a point where they got stuck, and then when they finally figured it out, there's no helpers. It's not like nowadays. So when they finally figured out, they had this sense of joy, accomplishment, and intelligence. Like, I solved this puzzle. And and then after the show, they spent about 30 minutes talking about the overall architecture of the game and how they translate emotion through the game, stuff like that. And so they were saying, well,
right.
and this is the point I want to bring, is that, jeez, what is that sound?
So we just had a car just pass by someone's house or someone's room.
I'm outside, guys. I had to walk the dog real quick. I muted it right when the car passed by.
I thought a tank was gonna run you over, Fernando. So the point that...
Plus, just real quick, the wife told me to get out of the house because I was getting too loud. So I'm gonna be outside. Hopefully nobody yells at me like a neighbor or something.
That's fine. It's not creepy. It's fine.
Go on.
So the point is that they got to this point and they said, in today's games, so you play these games like, for example, Tomb Raider, which we were just talking about, and which I think is a great game. You don't get the sense of intelligence or accomplishment because every time you're stuck, you hit the hint button. I think it was like L2 or something, and everything turns gray, and there's like a giant beam of light that shows you like, this is where to go, numbnut, right?
Yes.
And of course you look at it and go, oh, okay, got it. So you lose this sense of like, I accomplished something, and you just it disconnects you from that. And so, what do you guys think about that? That games have, do you agree that games have lost that sense, or do you think?
Yeah, it's true. Here's the thing though, I'm a freaking idiot when it comes to like those games, dude. I played Batman Arkham, I think, and I couldn't find my way out of a freaking warehouse or some crap like that.
Oh my god, dude.
And you know what? For some people, you know what? I say you keep those options in the option menu or under settings.
Yeah.
For the retards, keep like you go there, you turn it on, and you're good to go. For the nerds, dude, turn that sucker off, dude, and you're good to go.
I agree.
Well, yeah, I do agree. Remember like the old Nintendo games, or like you had no idea, or you could go back and look at the Atari one. They didn't even give you like a freaking like handbook. Like you had no idea what you were doing when you were buying games. And nowadays it's like,
look at Zelda, how far it's gone.
Dude,
That's
play
true.
Zelda 1.
Came
It's
out.
crazy hard.
Yeah, it's super hard. It's like, holy crap, how am I supposed to even pass this level?
Well,
and you play Zelda now, and it keeps it pretty basic, but it doesn't do it like Zelda 1. Zelda 1, totally makes you think.
Well, here's the thing.
Again, it was different times.
That exactly. And here's the thing. Zelda 1 was basically a grid, like a block system, right? And so you press start, you start your game, you put in your name, and you're in the map. And you look around and you go, I don't know where to go first, what to do first, where to go. And there's puzzles like a rock that you're supposed to push, but it looks just like every other rock.
Yeah, so how are you supposed to like blow up? Are you supposed to blow up every single rock? Like,
yeah, like
it's ridiculous.
And then you play Zelda now, and we play Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess, and those games, they're really fun, except for they infuriate me because, okay, for example, have you guys played Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword?
I have not now.
Okay, so if you've played Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, when you pick up a rupee, it says...
Hold on, this is a disclaimer. You're going into a bit of nerdism that we've never walked through, me and Chris. I think me and Chris are on the same level on that. We've never gone through this gate of nerdism that you're taking us through. So keep on going. I just wanted to say that out loud.
I'll be like Dumbledore. I'll be like the old guy who's like, I know all things, Harry.
All right, you're gonna have to explain to us who that guy is.
So
I know who Dumbledore is.
Guy, come on, Chris. Harry Potter, come on.
I haven't seen it.
Dude,
it's a lot of movies.
Anyway, we'll leave movies for another episode. But so what I'm trying to say is, when you're playing these games now, every time you pick up a rupee, which is like money in the game, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah, rubies.
Yeah, you pick it up. You pick it up in the old game, you just walk over it and you have money now. Nowadays, you pick it up, and every time you pick up a rupee, it's an event. Like, this is a rupee. It's worth $1. This other one's a different color. It's worth a different amount of money. And this other,
Yeah, I hate that,
and
dude.
every time I log in, it's like, look, I'm 40 hours into this game. Stop telling me what a rupee is. I effing know what a rupee is. For God's sake, I beat this game. I'm playing hard mode now. Please.
Well, is it just me
In all
or all
fairness,
the...
they're making it for people like me and Chris. They're going,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot that's
Oh,
worth
yeah,
$1.
that's right, that's right. Well, I hate...
They gotta keep us in mind, Luke.
Here's
Not
the thing,
everybody's
though,
as
dude.
smart as you, bro.
Yeah. I hate options, dude. Don't give me... Just give me one gun. Give me the gun. You tell me what gun I should use. Don't give me the option of, like, you want to customize your gun? No, you know what, dude? Just give me a gun. Give me a grenade. Tell me where to go. That's the way I play games, dude.
Yeah,
Don't give me options.
And it's funny because, okay, so Call of Duty, you have like the different sites, and then so my brother Mateus, he's all into that game. He is such a bro. It's ridiculous. And so he tried to get me into it, and I said,
Did he do parkour with what's his name?
Yeah.
With Mauricio?
He did the free running with Mauro. It was good. He was terrible at it. So so here's the thing, like,
Here, let me jump this rock. Parkour. Sorry.
so he's sitting there, he's like, and I'm trying to play, and he's like, okay, you got to pick the right site. I'm like, what's the difference? Is there like stats that I can look at and be like, which one sees better? I don't know, right? And he says, no, they all do the same thing, but this is the best one. Like, just let me start the game. I don't care anymore, dude. Just let me play. Let me die 5 times, give up, and walk away.
And be angry because I gave up and walked away.
Because some 12-year-old fool just destroyed me at this game.
Yeah,
I could beat him at chess, but...
Well, I played I was playing a Grand Theft Auto, right? And it seems like, maybe now this is in all the games, like the first level is like, it's just a tutorial, right? Yeah. Like, press this to accelerate. Now shoot this guy in the head by pressing R2. It's like, what the heck?
Which is annoying, because if you beat the game and play it again, you gotta walk through it again. It's like, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, well, I played Batman Arkham Asylum, and I forgot that I had to restart my whole PS3 with it. So all the progress that I made, I had to go back and go, okay, I know how to pick up a freaking gun. All right, I know how to walk through the freaking door. Now let me play. And it's like, no, but you have to look through the window to make sure the bullet came through the window. Oh.
Yeah, it's stupid. Here's the thing, though, about the PS4 now that they're doing. So I downloaded the game PT, the Silent Hill game, right? Yeah. I played. I get super freaked out. I'm scared, right? I'm like, I want Amy to play this game. So if you replay the game, open up the game again, it starts off where you left off.
Yeah, there's no multiple saves. I hate that.
So now, in order to like delete everything though, and like so she can start from the beginning, no, you have to go and like go to like settings and then like delete. Like you gotta click like 20 things just to delete something, and it's like, why?
You know what the easiest the easiest way of doing that? Make her own profile.
Okay.
Oh, well now
some games don't let you do that.
Really?
Yeah,
that's how I did it. Marcy did. Forgot what game we were playing together, and she went on her own profile and it started from point one.
Oh no, but I think Fernando's saying like you're seeing like the PS4 profile, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I play on the PC.
Like, you know how you have your name, you make another one.
So let me tell you guys.
PC?
I do. In the PS4 Xbox battle, I can genuinely say there is no reason for me to buy them because my PC can do more than that. So I don't need it. You know? And it's like, I'm done. I'm not going back to that. I'll get a Wii U because it's a party game system and, you know, Zelda and Mario, and I have to, right?
Yeah.
Because that's never going to come out. But everything else, everything PlayStation, everything Xbox, it comes out on the PC for cheaper. Like Shadows of Mordor is $60 at GameStop. But if I buy it right now, it's $30 for me.
Oh, that's because you're playing it on the PC, right?
Right. And now here's the problem, though. Some games don't let you have multiple saves. For example, I had 200 hours in Skyrim. 200. Dang. That's a lot of hours, right? One day. Dude,
where are you finding this time, dude? I barely have time to go to the toilet, dude. That's where I do most of my gaming.
It's a laptop, so I take it with me.
You don't get to say anything, Chris. Hold on. Chris doesn't get to say anything. He's a man of many jobs. You have like a job to just poop. So really, it doesn't count for you to say you don't have time.
When he says he goes to the bathroom, it's actually at his work.
Nah,
I'm eating
I'm
right
not
now.
gonna let you get
I'm
away
in the
with
break
that.
room.
You work too much, dude. That's not even funny. So you
So
make me feel bad. Now I'm like, I should get another job because Chris is working 3.
yeah, yeah,
He's
exactly.
expecting than I'll ever be.
Hold on. I gotta screw in these screws right here at work. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He's like, hold on, I gotta check the halls, guys.
Hold on, I forgot to clock out.
So here's my problem. Like, I'll play Skyrim, and then one day I get home and my wife is like, I wanted to play Skyrim, so I just started a game, and I think I overwrote your stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's fine, whatever. I'm not gonna get mad, right? Meanwhile, she's played like 800 hours. Like,
Wow.
she literally hogs the computer. I'm like, baby, I think it's time for you to move on. It's been many years,
Time to have an intervention, babe.
Dude, she's logged in more hours with the Skyrim than with me. You know what I mean? Like,
how many times did you see guys get shot in the knee with an arrow?
A lot. The worst part is that she doesn't have remorse in the game. So she'll like play and she'll be like, I just slaughtered a whole village. I'll be
Nice.
like, that is terrible. And she's like, no, it's fine. I wanted to get this one quest. I'm like, dude, what did you get? She's like, I don't know, something stupid. I sold it. What the heck? What is the point? Like, ah.
Oh
So anyway, I just wanted to bring up that topic of like that I do feel that games are missing that, and they've kind of been a little handholdy lately, and I hope that they start going back to the put all that stuff in the menu and let me turn it off and be confused. Let me be confused and frustrated and then figure it out and be happy.
Yeah, I agree, man.
You know what I mean?
I don't look, and just to put a cherry on top of that, I think the way kids, because remember, our demographic is pretty much for these kind of games they're still in there, but they're not really caring about us so much.
No. Here's the thing, though.
Get into it.
Actually, the average gamer, I think, is like 30 in their 30s now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think
we're old farts.
Yeah.
You guys want to know a fun fact, by the way? You guys know that NASA is proposing a Mars mission in the next 10 years, right? So the kids who are in middle school now are going to be the astronauts on those missions, and those missions will take 2 years to do. So it takes 2 years to go there and come back, right? So they're looking at kids now who are gamers, because these kids they're gonna be adults at that time, but they're gonna have to be in an enclosed environment for 2 years. So they're basically telling them like, well, if you're a gamer, you're good at sitting in a chair and doing nothing for a while, so you'll be a perfect astronaut.
Dude, I wish I was a kid. Dude, Mario Kart.
I wish I was a kid, dude. We would so win this.
I'd be like, NASA,
we've been training since we were kids.
NASA, let me tell you something. I got this.
Dude. Hey, put me on, coach.
Me and my wife.
Put me in, coach.
Me and my wife, we don't even have to talk to each other.
Dude, Mario Kart, Rainbow Road, I'm on this, dude.
I'm pretty sure they're going to want to do a little bit more than just hang out and play video games all the time, but I'm in.
Go to Mars, guys. You say that, but they actually develop technology now so that when those astronauts are ready, they will also have Netflix available. That's right.
Really?
So it's like, for science, right?
I don't know why I'm loading up on so much carbs, by the way.
What are you doing over there? Digging a hole?
What are you doing? We're in the middle of recording a show.
Sorry,
you're like,
sorry, guys, I'm hungry, dude. I haven't eaten since I got home, dude.
Cleaning the bathtub.
The wife was like, the wife was like, I'm cleaning. Do not touch anything. All right, I can't touch anything. Help me clean. Okay, I gotta clean. So I finally got to eat. So hopefully I'll be able to eat. I'm putting away dishes.
I noticed that I'm one of those guys who loves everything to be clean, but I'm like the biggest like I don't want to clean it, but I get mad.
Okay, so I get that way. I get that way with the kitchen. I'm like, the kitchen needs to be spotless. Meanwhile, the rest of the house is a disaster. I'm like, but the kitchen is clean. I can put my hand down and it won't stick. It's so good.
What's funny is that when you get a little bit like when me and Marcy first came together, I was like, babe, Doesn't matter if you clean or not. As long as you're happy. There was a moment where we were like, okay, things need to be clean. Hold on, it was just like a clip. Things need to be clean. We're both doing it. Cool. Now it's like, dude, I don't even care. I don't. I just want to eat. I want to go to sleep. I want to wake up and go to work. That's all I care about. You do those things, I'll be happy. And she's like, we have to clean the whole house. So she tears everything apart and goes, why is it such a mess? I'm like, you did. I'll help you clean. I'll help you clean. Let's just stop yelling. Let's just stop yelling and get this done. So yeah, so it comes in waves. So get ready, guys. The roller coaster is about to start.
Right.
We're on it, dude. What are you talking about? We're on this ride. What is this, Colossus? What is this, Colossus going backwards? I don't know. I don't know, dude. It is what it is. Holy crap! We've been talking for like almost an hour.
Yeah, guys. Let's end the show. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then we'll chat a bit after. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
So who wants to do an outro? I mean, we've never done this before, so anybody can do it.
What do we?
Well, to be honest, this is Fernando signing off.
No. I think it should be like something like. That was horrible. What are we signing up? What are we, like freaking NASA? What is it, Apollo 9, dude, over here? Signing up.
Don't judge me. I'm ready for NASA before you are, man. I can see in close quarters forever, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I could be by myself for eternity. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good.
Just give me Peggle, and I'll be good to go, dude. Hey, how about we do something like, well, to be honest, the PS4. Nah, I don't know. I got sweaty pits again. Never mind.
All right. Let me. Well, this has been To Be Honest, and I guess we're gonna call it a show for now. So we'll talk again soon, guys, and we'll see everybody else next time.
Peace. I just farted.